Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to attempt to beat these pirates. First of all, we've got Polly, that parrot, then we got Captain Rook, not Captain Hook, then we got the pirate, which is in the digital seas, then we got, I'm not gonna pronounce that name, and William Davies Evans. Okay, let's start with Polly, and then we're going to work our way up. We start with e4, 200 elo, that should be quite reasonable. We should be able to play against this, yeah. So I'm going to play the Tal variation. Yesterday I made a Caro-Kann video showcasing this variation, and I recommended you to play h5. Now the parrot didn't listen and didn't watch my video, so it lost the bishop now. Yes, it could have gone back, but apparently it did not want to, and this is what it has led to. Now I'm going to apply more pressure to this side of the board over here. We're getting checked, and I'd say let's attack the queen. The queen slides away. I'm just going to take this pawn. After they take, we're just going to take back with the bishop. Then the queen is going to go over here. They're gonna try to escape, but let's take away as many squares as possible. Yes, there is no immediate checkmate, but it's already looking quite good for us. I'm just going to push this. So we have a few other checks that are enabled now. Let's give a check with the bishop. After that, we're going to attack his bishop, and then we're going to take it. And yeah, this is probably the most straightforward game out of all that we're going to play today, but hopefully we're going to have some educational games that we can sort of learn from, okay? So here it actually gave a good check. I missed that real quick, and we're now, he didn't decide to take the bishop though. Now he's taking it, he's sacrificing the queen. Probably moving out the knight is the best idea here. Let's just develop the knight of our own and see what happens further. Okay, so he goes back, he's going to lose the knight next, and it should be over pretty soon. We got a checkmate, and we have to go to the next spot, okay? So we have defeated Polly, now we have to go over into Captain Rook. I'm going to play e4, and he plays the Sicilian defense. He has done his homework on the repertoire, apparently, because the Sicilian defense is obviously more advanced than what we have seen in the last game. But he already weakened a little bit on this diagonal. Now there is this threat with d5. Since the knight is pinned, the knight cannot move, and I'm going to capture the knight on the next move. Hopefully he takes, so then we can take back and have a beautiful fork over here. Forking the rook, he's gonna block with the bishop. We still take the rook in the corner, and after that we're just going to castle. This pawn is protected by the knight, and hopefully we're just gonna have a good speed run. What I seen, the last bot is 1800 rated, which is not that high, but trust me, I have seen bots which are at about that elo range playing better than 2300 bots, so it's not going to be a free game. Chess.com doesn't always program the bots correctly, okay? So we could have taken this pawn, but I decided to play h3 instead because it was pretty much a pre-move that I had in mind. And now let's see what happens. He pins this pawn, so then he may open the file later on. Let's see what he's trying to do. Does he push? He sacrifices, okay? The sacrifice has no purpose, so I won't sit there and calculate all the different lines. I'm just going to jump in with the knight looking to fork, and now the game is pretty much over. Now we're going to take. The king is almost smothered. Let me see if I can find a checkmate. Good, we have a checkmate, very, very good. Captain Rook is defeated. Now let's go to the next bot. We have Pirate with 1000 elo from Mexico, and I've been outsmarting digital copyright laws for years. I can outsmart you too. Well, if you think it's that smart to outsmart copyright laws, if you think it's that smart, maybe it is. We're going to put that to the test. I think that we should be able to defeat him anyway. So he definitely plays a better opening than the other pirates. But nonetheless, we're just going to continue with our development. Again, Sicilian defense, very, very classical stuff. We've seen this before. And I could have taken this for years now, but I decided not to, just for entertainment purposes. So I'm just gonna go back here, because otherwise the game would have been too easy if I could have already just win the rook in the corner again like last game. I'm trying to make it a little bit more educational as well. So let's see. I'm inviting the knight in here, but he's probably not going to go there. But he just blunders the knight at some point. So the problem with chess.com building bots is that in order to balance them, he just makes them blunder at some random point in time, which is quite annoying, because I would like to get a more competitive game, at least from the bots that go higher and higher in elo. So let's see, we're gonna try to lurk the king forward, and we're gonna see if we can find a checkmate. Sadly, I don't think there is. If we give this check, he's gonna have to sacrifice the queen, but after that we sadly have no further checks. This check, he's gonna be able to go there, and it's not gonna get us anywhere. Let's just capture this and see what happens afterwards. He takes, we're gonna infiltrate with the rook. He's probably gonna go back. Okay, he goes there. That is also a square for sure. Let's just double the rooks, put even more pressure, and now I'm going to... That check does not help that much, to be honest. If I sacrifice this and hope that he takes with the bishop, it is not even helping me. Let me calculate the ending here. Here, we threaten a discovered attack. Sure. I guess this is the way to go. We're going to give a discovered check and a double check at the same time. He has to go back. And now I'm just going to prepare this checkmate. Sadly, I didn't find a quicker way. He has to sacrifice the queen. I'm just gonna take it. And we're just gonna... Nope, we're not gonna do that, otherwise we don't get a checkmate. Here. I'm just gonna go here, double the rooks again. And now if we take, it's over. Very good. Okay, so for our next game, we're going to play again Zheng Yisao. And now we're just going to put 2 pawns in the center. We're playing against the French defense. And she just takes, which is the Rubinstein variation. We are just going to develop everything. At some point, the other knight comes out. I'm going to pin it. And after takes, she takes with the knight. I develop my bishop to put my bishop on this diagonal. C6 is certainly a move. That is also a move that you see as well, but not as often. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to push c3, and we place the queen on a diagonal with the same bishop, forming a sort of a battery. Let's just go here next. I suppose that she was going... I suppose that she was going to take, but she didn't. Which is certainly not a problem. We just gotta figure out the next continuation. I think we're just going to take over here first. And after that takes, we're just gonna have to bring back the knight. G5 certainly also a move. I'm now going to push, playing a3, followed by b3 because she attacked the bishop first. And now I'm just going to take the bishop. I don't know what she did over there. That was not a Stefan approved way to play the game. Now she's gonna take this because I was threatening a fork. I'm just gonna go back. This is protected enough times, but I also want to maneuver the rook over there. Let's also just go for this. Takes, we take with a check. So she's not able to do that. If we now take with a discovered check, she's gonna take over here. So we do have to be a little bit careful about that. Take this pawn over here. And trading down is just what benefits us a lot in this position. Let's just bring the king over. And we're gonna have to protect at least a few of the pawns in order to be able to win this game. So we cannot be completely careless about the pawns. Let's just bring the bishop back as well. Bishop to b1. We go over here. We bring the bishop back because now it's defended. We can start pushing. And push once again. Check. Go up. Push once again. Now I would like to place the bishop up there. Or let's just instead trade the pawn. This is also a good idea. I'm just going to go here. Bring the rook up. Capture this regardless of what she does. At some point. So we protect everything. Very clinical endgame, of course. And now I'm gonna give one more check. Bring the rook down for the trade. She's gonna give a check. Or she just trades down. And this is the most straightforward endgame. You're just going to push the pawn, promote. She could have been a little bit more annoying with it. And she is trying to, certainly. I'm just gonna make her go away a little bit. So now she has to go away. Or to a square that allows me to promote on the next few moves. And now we get this. She's kind of mad. I don't chase ships. I cut off where they're going. What is this even about? I mean, you're completely losing. What are you, just yapping? Okay. If that's what you like. In fact, I'm just gonna make another rook. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm not even going to give her the normal checkmate pattern with the queen and the king or whatever you choose to do. So we do this, and on the next move it's checkmate. Finally, we have defeated the Chinese lady, and then we go to the last bot. Okay, so for our last bot, we're playing William Davis Evans. Okay, so he plays the Scandinavian defense. After takes, I develop the knight attacking the queen. The queen goes down, okay? I'm just gonna develop my knight attacking the queen once again. And now I guess I'm just gonna develop my bishop. Is he gonna attack the bishop? No, he isn't. If I castle now, he's gonna go here, which is quite annoying. And I don't think I want that. Let's just attack the queen first. Let's see where it goes. He attacks the knight once again. Let's bring the knight back. A famous trick is... what? 1850, okay. We're gonna take it, guys. We're just gonna ignore the fact that it happened. No, we're not gonna ignore it. 1850, but... is this supposed to represent people that work a lot to reach 1800 ELO? This is not the right representation. We're gonna have to do another series with the next bots where they hopefully upload a better bot, because this is not fair for the people who have worked so hard, okay? This is a bad representation. They're acting like they're hanging their queen in one, which is not happening, okay? So here, I'm just gonna sacrifice. We are up so much material. We are up +5 based on that after the sacrifice. And we are just going to be able to play it down. Let's go here. This is a check. He has to go on the open file, and then we bring the rook over. What I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna make a little square for my king to escape, and after that I'm just gonna slide it over, checkmate in a few moves, and we have done it. No, we have not yet, but it's pretty much wrapped up. It's pretty much wrapped up. Giving a check, go there, going over here, on the verge of checkmate, but he's still hanging on to it, and we cannot take there. Be careful with that, okay? Do not hang that, Stefan. That would be very unfortunate. Not even unfortunate, that would be such an unnecessary move. Let's see how we can end this the quickest way. I'm trying to find an interesting continuation. So here, check. Doesn't really bring us that far. What if I just capture here, looking to give a check? He goes there. I'm giving a check, he goes up, and then it's checkmate. Okay, it lagged at the end for some reason. I don't know why it lagged at the end, but we have beat the pirates. Am I the pirate king now? Okay, that was unnecessary, but this has been an interesting series. I hope with me listing my thoughts, you have been able to pick up a few new things, and see you in the next video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video. See you next time.